Hello everyone and welcome to my review of the 20th edition of the Women's Ronde, a race where SD Works, as expected, completely dominated. The first big moment of the race was when Van Vleuten crashed in the run-up to the Koppenberg. She crashed hard. As she passed us, I saw her injury. She had a lovely cut on her hip and her knee, and that was essentially her race over. Second big part of the race was as they hit the Koppenberg and SD Works set up their plan to attack the race, and pretty much everyone bar Persico and Marlian Rosa had to get off and walk up the Koppenberg. Liana Lippert slid out and meant that everyone behind had to walk. Kopecky and Weavers managed to get through, sort of running, jumping on cyclocross style, and eventually joined Persico and Rosa. So ultimately, it was three SD Works riders against one UAE. Weavers, Kopecky, and Russa against Persico, with Trek chasing. And Kopecky and SD slowly began to realise their plan. Weavers was dropped on the Tyenberg, Russa was dropped on the Kreuzberg, and heading into the Kwaremont, it was Persico fighting it out against Lotte Kopecky. And of course, it was on the Kwaremont where Kopecky eventually dropped Sylvia Persico, and she went solo from there, similar to Pogacar, to take her second win of the Ronde, second in a row, actually. Vollering was to sprint it out for second in a group containing Longo Borghini, Nili Adoma, and a super strong Shirin Van Anrooy. On to the reaction now, and as everyone expected, SD Works took it on the Koppenberg. SD Works dominated the race and took the win. Vollering played the perfect team role in behind, meaning that the group behind didn't want to work together, laying it all onto Trek, who had Van Anrooy and Longo Borghini behind. Again, a mistake. Everyone seems to be petrified of SD Works, and until that is resolved, in the classics at least, they're not going to be beaten. Behind them, you had two fantastic races from Sylvia Persico and Shirin Van Anrooy. Persico is quickly becoming one of the strongest classics riders, and so is Van Anrooy. In her first Flanders, she finished in the top 10, which is a hell of a ride, and she was potentially one of the strongest riders in that group behind.